businesses and governments have in protecting the cyberspace. On today's episode, we're looking at securing Nigeria's digital future, reflecting on the final week of Cybersecurity Awareness Month. I am Kinyesa Wabuke, and this is NITDA Impact.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
You can be a part of this program by logging into our website at www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screen. Let's take a look at our top stories for the week. Federal government assures global investors of safety ahead of GITEX Nigeria 2025. NITDA and NADF sign MOU to transform agriculture with technology. And now the news in details. The federal government has guaranteed global investors a secure and conducive environment as Nigeria gears up to host GITEX Nigeria from September 1st to 4th, 2025. The Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, CCIE, gave the assurance recently at GITEX Global in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. NITDA Impact Senior Correspondent Sophia Ogeze tells us more.
Speaking recently at GITEX Global in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, the Nigerian delegation, led by the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, CCIE, accentuates the nation's readiness to host the prestigious tech event in 2025, highlighting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment to advance Nigeria through technology. The NITDA boss pointed out that ICT now contributes over 16% to Nigeria's GDP, surpassing oil and gas, showing the country's rapid progress in the tech sector. He further assured innovators that Nigeria is developing strong infrastructure to meet global standards while prioritizing safety and security of its citizens and visitors.
So we are here to provide the talent to make the technology better, because your business is as good as its next product, and your next product is as good as the people who make that product. And if you are looking for talent, come to Nigeria. In terms of infrastructure, we are working on building our national cloud sovereignty. If you have interest in cloud technology, this is the right time to come and invest in Nigeria. We are also working on rolling 90,000 fiber optics kilometer. If you have interest in connectivity, this is the right time to come to Nigeria. We are also working on our national cybersecurity architecture. If you have interest in cybersecurity, this is the time. Come to Nigeria. In AI, we are in the AI moment, and we are the AI generation. Nigeria is leading. We have one of the best AI strategy in the world, and we are implementing it now. So this is the right time for you to come. So now that you have a clear idea of a thriving, dynamic, and prosperous Nigeria, I invite you to join us on this adventure. Come to Nigeria, invest in Nigeria, be part of this successful or success story. I know some of you will hear some bad information about Africa or about doing business in Nigeria. Treasury has shared with us the risk is high, and also the benefit is going to be high. And from history, we've learned in early 2000, when Mo Ibrahim decided to invest in African telecommunications, people were laughing at him, serious people. Nobody wanted to give him loan, no bank, no friend, no venture capital. But he decided to invest in telecommunication. He built infrastructure where there was no infrastructure. He used solar where there is no electricity. He constructed road where there is no road. But within 6 years, he expanded Celtel to 13 African countries, and he was generating over $600 million in revenue with more than $147 million in profit. He sold out Celtel at $3.4 billion in just 6 years. And today, telecommunications is paying more than $20 billion in tax to African governments. And also,
as Nigeria prepares to showcase its growing tech ecosystem on the global stage, GITEX Nigeria 2025 promises to be a landmark event, attracting investors, innovators, and industry leaders from around the world. Sophia Ogezi, reporting for NITDA Impact.
In line with the third pillar of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's key priority areas, which seeks to boost agriculture to achieve food security, the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, and the National Agricultural Development Fund, NADF, have signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU to leverage technology in transforming Nigeria's agricultural sector. NITDA Impact correspondent Matthew Aloyi reports that this strategic collaboration aims to integrate advanced technologies into agricultural practices, boosting productivity, optimizing resource management, and developing innovative solutions to industry challenges.
The National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, has partnered with the National Agricultural Development Fund to deploy technological solutions in agricultural development with the goal of boosting food security. Speaking during the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding at NITDA's corporate headquarters in Abuja, the Director General of NITDA, Kashifu Noah Abdullahi CCIE, emphasized the importance of technology in realizing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's vision for food security. He highlighted previous initiatives including partnerships with stakeholders, tertiary institutions, research and development efforts, and startups focused on agricultural technologies. He also noted that the agency had disbursed grants to startups with innovative ideas.
And that's the reason we're here today, to sign an MOU to see how we can infuse the emerging technologies, the fourth industrial revolution technology, into agriculture so that we can boost productivity in agriculture. We started our initiatives around agriculture for quite some time. We have the NAFSA, the National Adopted Village for Smart Agriculture. We have a demo farm here in Abuja. We've been partnering with universities across the country doing research and startups to develop technology and do proof of concept with the technologies in farmland. This year, we gave grants to some startups who have ideas on how to use emerging technologies to boost agriculture. And we are working with some of them in existing farms across the country to demonstrate how technology can boost productivity in that space. So also our minister is very interested in that. He personally has his own farm where he's doing all this. And he started the conversation with you. And our team has worked together to draft the MOU. The legal team has reviewed from both sides. And today we are here to sign the MOU and start implementing it immediately. Thank you once again for coming. Thank you.
On his part, the Executive Secretary of NADF, Mohammed Abu Ibrahim, stressed the critical link between technology and agriculture. He noted that despite challenges such as insecurity, farmer-herder conflicts, climate change, and funding issues, emerging technologies would enable data-driven decision-making.
Our sector is facing some temporary challenges. The issues of funding, climate change, insecurity, name them, are some of the battles we are fighting. And we're very interested in this project, specifically in the outcomes as a fund. There's no denying the fact that empirical evidence, especially data-backed evidence, would help us to allocate our limited resources better. So in our stride to see that we're doing a lot more with less, we have decided to come in and especially be part of the M&E learning, which will evidently in the long run direct us towards achieving that mantra of doing more, less with more with less, excuse me. And that's where we're here. We have seen very interesting technological patterns that are giving a lot of impact and a lot of optimization of our sector. Name them, AI, UAV, IoTs, all of them. And we feel that without optimizing agriculture, without really looking at it from this evidence-based perspective as a fund, we may not achieve more. And that's why we're here. And we hope that this is the first in many more such collaborations and MOUs to be signed. Once again, thank you very much for having us. Thank you very much, DG.
The partnership is expected to enhance efficiency, increase yields, and contribute significantly to the nation's goal of achieving food security. Matthew Eloy, reporting for NITDA Impact.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Time now for NITDA's cybersecurity updates.
Biometric authentication risk is what we are going to share with you in this week's cybersecurity updates. I am Mansur Ali Hassan and thank you for joining us. Have you been asked to provide a password or token before accessing an account or application? Yes, this is a process of authentication. Authentication is verifying that you are who you say you are. Biometric authentication verifies users' identities using biological features such as fingerprints, voices, retinas, facial features, DNA or behavioral features. Biometrics authentication has become more popular as it is one of the most secure authentication methods. Unfortunately, it has risks involved in it. Risks associated with biometric authentication. Biometric authentication is not immune to data breaches or compromise. If an attacker steals biometric data, it is permanently compromised because of its difficulty to change in it. Sometimes, biometric systems can inaccurately identify an unauthorized user or may reject an unauthorized user. Factors such as wet fingers, lighting conditions, or physical obstructions may cause biometric sensors to capture and misinterpret biometric traits. Attackers may forge biometrics features using high-quality replicas such as 3D pictures. Biometric systems can also fail. For instance, the fingerprint scanner on your phone may stop working or your phone may suddenly stop recognizing your face. The use of biometric data without the consent of the user. Tips: use multi-factor authentication so that if biometrics data is compromised, an attacker will find it difficult to access your account or device. Use 2 or more biometric features where applicable. Minimize data collection and monitor systems and devices for anomalies. That's all we have for you this week. Stay tuned for more updates and thank you.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
This week, our insight is on securing Nigeria's digital future, reflecting on the final week of Cybersecurity Awareness Month.
As we approach the final week of the Cybersecurity Awareness Month, it is essential to reflect on the progress Nigeria has made in defending its digital landscape and the work that lies ahead. The theme of this year, Secure Our World, has provided a crucial reminder of the shared responsibility individuals, businesses, and governments have in protecting the cyberspace. This month has also highlighted the ongoing threat of cyber attacks in Nigeria, underscoring the critical role of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, in leading the nation's defense against against cyber threats. In Nigeria, cyber attacks have reached alarming levels, with a steady rise in incidents targeting financial institutions, businesses, and government infrastructure. According to the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System, NIBSS, cyber attacks on Nigerian banks surged in 2023, resulting in a loss of 9.5 billion naira. Further data from Checkpoint's 2024 mid-year report showed that Nigeria experienced an average of 2,315 cyber attacks per week, higher than the global average of 1,200. The increasingly connected nature of Nigeria's economy, driven by fintech innovations, mobile banking, and digital commerce, has made the country a prime target for cyber criminals. Yet, the digital economy remains a critical engine for growth, with Nigeria's fintech sector alone projected to generate $543 million by 2025. NITDA's work to combat cyber threats has been robust. As the primary agency responsible for promoting and regulating Nigeria's IT sector, NITDA has implemented strategic initiatives aimed at strengthening the country's cybersecurity infrastructure and creating awareness. Throughout the month, NITDA has engaged in a series of nationwide awareness campaigns targeting individuals, businesses, and public institutions with the goal of educating Nigerians on the importance of cybersecurity and providing them with the tools needed to protect themselves. NITDA has also worked to increase the country's cyber resilience by developing partnerships with local and international cybersecurity organizations. Collaborations with global tech companies has facilitated knowledge exchange, improved access to advanced cybersecurity technologies, and built Nigeria's capacity to counter emerging threats. NITDA's work with international organizations such as the International Telecommunications Union, ITU, has enabled Nigeria to align with global cybersecurity standards, reinforcing the country's defenses against sophisticated attacks. Despite these efforts, Nigeria's cybersecurity challenges continue to evolve, and more needs to be done to close the gap between threats and defenses. To further strengthen the country's cybersecurity posture, NITDA has adopted a multi-pronged approach focused on innovation, capacity building, and regulatory enforcement. As cyber threats grow in complexity, individuals need to adopt new measures to secure their digital presence. One of the key ways to do this is by utilizing password managers. Password managers generate and store complex passwords, ensuring that users do not reuse passwords across different platforms, one of the most common vulnerabilities exploited by cyber criminals. Additionally, two-factor authentication, 2FA, has proved to be a highly effective security measure. By requiring a secondary form of verification, such as a code sent to a mobile device in addition to a password, individuals can significantly reduce the likelihood of unauthorized access to their accounts. NITDA has been promoting the use of 2FA across government websites and encourages its adoption by businesses and individuals alike. Another important tool is virtual private networks, VPNs, which encrypt internet connections and protect users from unauthorized surveillance. As more Nigerians conduct financial transactions and share sensitive information online, the use of VPNs can help secure these interactions and guard against data interception. NITDA's efforts to raise awareness about the importance of these tools are vital to empowering individuals to protect themselves online. The agency has launched several educational initiatives to ensure that Nigerians are equipped with the knowledge needed to stay safe in cyberspace. As Nigeria continues to expand its digital footprint, the need for robust cybersecurity measures is more important than ever. With NITDA at the helm, Nigeria has the opportunity to not only defend itself from cyber threats, but also position itself as a leader in the global digital economy. By investing in cybersecurity infrastructure, fostering innovation, and developing a skilled workforce, Nigeria can create an environment where digital growth is not only possible, but secure. The final week of the Cybersecurity Awareness Month serves as a reminder that the fight against cybercrime is ongoing. While NITDA has made significant strides in securing Nigeria's digital ecosystem, the journey is far from over. By continuing to innovate, educate, and collaborate, NITDA and Nigeria can work towards a future where the nation is both a cybersecurity leader and a thriving digital economy. The path forward is clear, and the time to act is now.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Now to our tech tips for the week, which is on hardware best practices. 1. If your computer seems sluggish, consider upgrading the RAM. That is often more cost-effective than buying a new device. Always check compatibility before making a purchase. 2. Secure all cables and wires to prevent trip hazards. Use cable organizers or ties to keep them out of the way. This also makes it easier to identify and troubleshoot connection issues.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Up next is Innovation Hub.
Since beginning my IT roughly 6 months ago, I've learned a lot when it comes to implementation, design, and most importantly, getting functional models to operate. So with regards to what we've done, we focused on a few key major projects. Things like creating an HID device that would be a human interface device that allows users to map their movement data into application level commands. That is, allowing you to move and a mouse being able to move or being able to control a robot arm or being able to control a PyBot. Some other things that we've done has been work on collaborative robotics, getting robots to communicate to each other and getting robots to understand where they are relative to one another. So using the facilities, the know-how from the staff, and a lot of the resources that we have at NCAR, we've been able to implement these projects and we've learned a lot. But the last thing I want to focus on is one of the largest things that I've learned here, and that's the AI aspect. So at NCAR, as an intern, we take a 1 month long NDG course. And this intermediate course in particular, helped me gain a lot of scope about the implications of AI, how to train a model, how to clean up the data that you're going to use for a model, and how to actually use that in real world applications. By being able to leverage those skills, we've been able to introduce it into different products, or more so different projects, such as the HID device, in order to actually map gestures and have the application recognize it. So by coming to NCAR, I think I've learned quite a bit that I would not have learned anywhere else. And by being able to use the resources and the valuable knowledge from the director, from the staff, and from different members, and even colleagues, I've been able to revolutionize and change the way I see and how I attack problems by using things like robotics, by using things like AI and embedded systems. So I would like to give a warm, heartfelt thank you to the management at NITDA, because a lot of times you have people who are looking for an opportunity. They're looking for somewhere where they can engage, where they can find the resources, find the opportunity in order to succeed. But oftentimes these places aren't available. So to come to NCAR, I was very pleasantly surprised to see that we have great facilities, we have a fab lab, we have a PCB lab, and we have the dedication and the time to be able to actually learn, implement, and create. Innovation is the name of the game, and I think NITDA has done a great job at enabling us to do just that. The push factor was quite important. I would say that as a person, I'm somewhat fairly motivated, but you have to have an environment that's conducive to actually being able to do these things. So when it came to something like AI, I knew generally how AI worked, but actually implementing and deploying it wasn't something that I had tried before. So being surrounded by like-minded individuals and people with more experience enabled me to actually pursue these passions to a higher level that would not have happened otherwise.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
The final week of Cybersecurity Awareness Month serves as a reminder that the fight against cybercrime is ongoing. While NITDA has made significant strides in securing Nigeria's digital ecosystem, the journey is far from over. By continuing to innovate, educate, and collaborate, NITDA and Nigeria can work towards a future where the nation is both a cybersecurity leader and a thriving digital economy. To learn more on how you can benefit from our activities, kindly log on to our website at www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screen. Until we come your way next time, our special appreciation goes to the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Honorable Minister of Communications, Innovations and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, the Director General of NITDA, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, CCIE, and the entire management and staff of NITDA for this program. I am King Esawabuke. Thanks for watching and stay innovative.
From the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA. This is NITDA Impact.